Hello students, welcome to my channel and previously we have discussed about NCR, NPR, mutually exclusive events and the sequential events. So as I told that these two are very important topics from the perspective of JEE Mains as well as the JEE Advanced. So in previous lecture we have solved the questions of JEE Main, and in today's lecture, we will see how JEE Advanced asks the questions of NCR, NPR, sequential task, as well as the mutually exclusive tasks. So first of all, let's revise what are the mutually exclusive and the sequential tasks. So I will ask you one question that say I want to go from A to B. There are two ways. First way and another way, which is the first way, and this is the second way. And if I want to go from A to B till C, there are two tasks to complete, A to B, A to C. Two tasks are there. These are the tasks. And these are the ways. First of all, I will go from A to B and then B to C. So if I want to go from one to through the one way or the two way, any way can complete my task. Okay. So to go from A to B, I can go either from A or to the 2. But if you see here, if I want to go from A to C, I need to go from A and first path as well as the second path. So and is coming here. So which one out of them is the mutually exclusive and which one out of them is mutual sequential task? So tell me, A or B, which is mutually exclusive? B. Is B mutually exclusive? I would say no. B is sequential. You can see and is coming and in sequential and comes. And A is mutually exclusive. Okay. So we have revised the mutually exclusive and the sequential tasks. Now, one more concept I have told is that NCR and NPR. What is the use of the NCR? Like there are n objects. Okay. So like there are 3 objects and I want to group them in 2 pairs. Okay. So how many pairs I can group them? So how many groups are possible of 2 out of the 3 object? There are 3 objects and I need to group them in 2. Okay, so how many groups are possible? Just different groups. Okay, so groups should be different. Like if I say one group is O1, O2, here n is equals to 3, which is the total number of objects. And R is equals to 2, which is the size of group I need to make. Either I can make another group is O2 and O3, or I can make the group of O1 and O3 as well. Any other group possible? Now you will say, sir, O2, O1 group is also possible. Let me change my pen color. Like this. Use the light blue. You will say, sir, O2, O1 is also possible. O3, O2 is also possible. And O1, O3 is also possible, sir. These groups are also possible. In groups, order do not matter. So whenever you need to find the groups, order do not matter. So these both are equal. Like O1, O2 and O2, O1 are same group. Okay. But when it comes find the arrangements, okay, you need to find the groups as well as their arrangement. How many groups as well as their arrangements are possible. So in those scenarios, these are considered as different. Okay. So for finding these, for finding where order do not matters, we use the formula as the nPr. But where order do matters, like if I need to find the total arrangements of groups as well. That let's say if the question is like that, there are two seats A and B, and I need to arrange 12 people on that. So in that scenario, order do matters because if Aman is sitting here and Suman is sitting here, so that is a different arrangement because Suman is on A and Aman is on B. Now Aman is on A and Suman is on B. So that is a different arrangement. So in those scenarios, these are arrangement questions. NPR is used. So these whole comes into it. So this is what we have discussed in the previous lectures. Okay, so this is NCR. These three will come in NCR, and these whole blue box will count in NPR. So NPR count, let's try and check it. If N is 3 and R is equals to 2. So calculating it is N factorial, N minus R factorial. This we have discussed in previous lecture also. I am revising it so that you can attempt this question more nicely. N factorial is 3, taking from here N, and R is 2, so 3 minus 2 factorial. So this will come as 3 factorial upon 1 factorial, that is 3 into 2 into 1, that equals to 6. As I previously told, this blue box counts to NPR. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So answer is matching. In NPR order method, so 6 arrangement will be possible. But for the NCR, okay, for the NCR, this white box will come into the count. This white box only. White box have only 3 numbers, 3 number of groups. So let's calculate the NCR now. NCR is N factorial, N minus N minus R factorial upon the R factorial. These reduces the duplicates. Okay, this R factorial term will reduce all these 3. Okay, so now calculating it, 3 factorial, 3 minus 2 factorial upon 2 factorial. So 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1, and this is 1, and 2 factorial is 2 into 1. So here 3 will come, and you will see that white box only 3 count is there. So this much we have done in previous classes also. So to refresh you, I just revise both the concepts of mutually exclusive sequential as well as the NCR and NPR. Now we will see what JEE Advanced asks. Okay, so JEE Advanced majorly asks the questions in which two concepts or three concepts can be integrated. In this question, these both concepts will be integrated. So that's what a little more presence of mind is required. Let's see what this question is asking. Okay. There are three sections in a question paper. There are three sections. Okay. So let's move this. I'm just shifting this down so that I can get more space. Okay, because space is required. And I'm shifting these options as well down. Let's have more space to understand this question. There are three sections. There are three sections. Section 1, Section 2, and the Section 3. First of all, try to read the questions nicely so that to avoid the silly mistakes and the question misinterpretation. Because that is the first step, and that is very, very important. Because if on the first step only you just read the question in mistake way, then it will be difficult for you to give find out the right answer. So first of all, there are three sections: Section 1, Section 2, and Section 3. Okay, so this much part is covered. Each section have 5 questions. Each section contains the 5 questions. Each question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, and the question 5. And here also each section, each means every section. Question 2, question 3, question 4, question 5. Let's draw it with a different color. Okay. Then it will be easier for you to understand. This is a section 2, and it have questions like question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, and question 5. In similar manner, section 3 is also having the same kind of scenario. It has question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, question 5. And these all questions are different. Okay. Like if I have section 1 of math, then math question will be different. If I have section of chemistry, then chemistry question will also be different. And if I have section of the physics, then physics question will also be different. So these 15 questions are different among themselves. Till here, everything is clear. I hope you are getting and grasping. Till here, have you grasped? I hope you understood the question. Now, moving ahead, this much we have covered it. Have total 5 questions and choosing at least one question from each section. We need to select one. So there can be many scenarios like selecting one question from each. Do you think that like if I'm selecting this one from here, question 3 from here, there can be many possibilities. Do you think that or not? Let's do it with a different color. Like In one scenario, I selected question 1. I'm writing with the green one. Scenario 1. Question this one from this section and question 3 from the third section. This can be a scenario 1 or other scenarios are also possible. Let's say if I'm selecting question 2 from here, question 3 from here, and question 5 from section 3. So there can be many possibilities of selecting one questions. This much is clear. So there can be many possibilities. So in this manner, we need to find the total possibilities. We need to find the total possibilities of choosing 5 questions. 3 questions is not there. We will see ahead that total 5 questions need to be selected. Okay. Choosing at least one question from each section. That is the minimum requirement, that one question should be selected from each section. That is the minimum requirement. That should happen. Okay. Then the number of ways in which candidate can choose the questions. You need to select 5 questions from these 15 questions and one from each section. First of all, that is the minimum requirement. And apart from that, now 2 questions are left because 3 questions are selected. Now you need to select 2 more questions that can be from the any section. That can be from any section. That can be from any section. Let me write it and explain you. That will become easier for you. Like in scenario 1, I'm selecting one question from section 1, 2 questions from section 2, and 2 questions from section 3. One is minimum requirement. One I have selected from section 2, but I have selected one more because I have 2 bonuses. Okay, so one bonus I have used in section 2 and one bonus I am using in section 3. In similar way, in this manner, if I'm selecting one from section 1, and please tell me that if I have selected one from section 1, do my task will be completed? I will say no, because you also need to select from section 2 and section 3 as well. Questions clearly say that you need to select one from each. My task will not be completed, so I will say 1 from section 1 and 2 from section 2 and 2 from section 3. And till here, are you getting? And is coming here. Please notice this. And means these all 3 steps are sequential. Now, if I say that I can also या तो ये या मैं ऐसे भी कर सकता हूं कि 2 from here, 2 from here and 1 from here. Means one from each is selected and 1 from I have 2 bonus left now, so I have selected 1 more from section 1 and selected 1 more from the section 2. This can be a scene 2. And here and will come. That is obvious because selecting 1 from section 2 or will not complete my task completely. I also need to complete from the section 2 as well as the section 3. So and will come here again. 2 from section 1 and 2 from section 2 and 1 from the section 3. I hope you are getting the point till here. Now you will say, sir, why you are not selecting one from the section 2? One from section 2 can also be selected. Yeah, I would say yes. So selecting one from the section 2 and two from the other one. This way, scenario 3 is also possible. And here and will come. Again, repeating the same thing that selecting two from section 1 will not complete our task. We also need, and we need to choose one from section 2 and two from section 3. Okay. Now you will say, sir, more scenarios are possible because the minimum limitation is that one from each, and bonus can be utilized as you want. I will say yes. Like it is possible. Like in scene 4, you can select. I'm giving both bonuses to section 1 only. I like maths. So I will solve the three questions from here and one from them. Because minimum requirement is that one question should be selected from each section. That is, I have completed that. One from each section and three from the first section. If somebody says that I like physics, here and will come. If somebody says I like physics, I will complete three questions of physics and one from chemistry and one from maths. I'm completing the minimum requirement, that is selecting one, but I will do three questions of the physics. What he will do then? He will write three here, one here, and one here. If somebody says, no, sir, I like chemistry, I will complete three of chemistry and one from the other two sections. So what he will do? He will do one from here, maths, one from chemistry, and three from the physics. Now one more scenario is possible. Somebody says that I like chemistry. Now I will complete the chemistry. So in scene 6, what you will see that one from here, three from here, and one from the physics part. And here and is coming. To, to complete this task, like selecting 5 books out of 15, that is my task. To complete 5 books from the 15. Sorry, questions. As we have previously discussed the question of books that is coming in my mind. 15 questions are there and I need to select 5 questions. So in this case, I have selected 1, 2, 2. My task is over. So here or will come. I will select the which one? Let's say bronze or okay, selecting 5. So I have selected 5 here. It is in this step. My task is over. But these are the alternative ways now. Or I can select 2, 2, 1. Okay. So here all will come. In this case, also my task is completed. 5 books need to be selected and they are selected here. Here also 5. 2 plus 2 plus 1, 5. But these are the alternative ways of doing it. So or will come here. Okay. Now again or task is completed here. Now again or task is completed here. Okay. Or I can do the same scenario 5. Or I can use the this one or the scenario 6. The six scenarios are possible here. These 6. Any other coming in your mind, like one from each, and we have left with the 2 bonuses now. 2 questions can be selected from each any sections. Okay. So we have selected one, and given 1 bonus here and 1 bonus here. Now giving 1 bonus on first section and in second section. Okay. Giving bonus in 2 and 3 in one case, giving bonus in 1 here and 1 here, and giving bonus in section 1 and section 3. Okay, so we have given the bonuses. In first scenario, bonus is given to section 2 and section 3. Means we have selected 1 more question from section 2 as well as section 3. But in second scenario, this can also be done. We need to find the total possibilities. Section 2 questions are more selected. Okay. And here also, section 2, section 1 and section 3 questions are selected more. Okay. Here, section scenario 4, section 1 questions are selected in number of 3, and whereas these got 1 only. In similar way, 3 at the section 3, and in scenario 6, 3 at the section 2. I think this much possibilities are possible. Other than that, I can't think any of them. If you say that, sir, I can select 4 of this and 1 of this. Now 5 questions are already selected. You can't select from here. So that will violate our constraint. Constraint is that you need to select one from each. Now you will say, sir, I will select 5 from this and I will not select from. That will again violate the constraint that is given in the question, that one should be selected from each. You can't select 4 or 5. You just need to select maximum 2 or 3. You can select just 2 or 3. That is the maximum number you can select from the each section. 2, 1 or 3 can be selected from each section. That is the maximum number of questions you can select. If you select 3, then you need to select one from the other one. If you select 2, then you need to select 1 from the other and 2 from the other. That is the minimum constraint. Can't select 4. So these 6 scenarios are possible here. I don't think that other scenarios are possible. Do you think other scenarios? I don't think other scenarios. I don't think any other possibility is possible. So these 6 scenarios are possible, like 1, 2, 2, and now giving this 1 to here and here and 2 here, or giving this 1 at middle and 2 here and 2 here, like 2, 1, 1. This 1 is at the last. Okay, 2, 2, 1, and this 1 now coming here, 1, 2, 2. Now 1 is coming here, 2, 2. So these 3 possibilities for 2, 1, 1 group, and other possibilities like 3, 1, 1. 3 is here, 1, 1. 3 is here, 1, 1. These 6 cases are possible. Now we will move ahead to find the ways. Now we need to find a count. These are the possibilities. Now we need to give the count. How many count? So for counting, we use the nCr and npr. Selecting 1 out of 5. You need to select 1. The size of group is 1. There are 5 questions and I need to make group of 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So how many ways I can make group? 5. I can select any one. Question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, question 5. So there are 5 ways. And we can also use the formula. Like size of the group is what? 1. And number of total questions are what? 5. What is the formula? Like you have given n objects and you need to make group of r size, which is 1. 5C1 can be used. You just need to make groups. Okay. Order do not matter here because in question it is not given that order matters. Question it is clearly given that. It is a tricky part, very, very tricky part. Order do not matter here because in question you just need to choose. Here it is not given that you need to arrange or you need to just order matters. So these kind of words are not given in the question, so you will use the nCr. So what will be the answer here? 5C1. What is the 5C1? I will say 5 factorial upon 4 factorial into 1 factorial. So 4 factorial have 4 into 3 into 2. And 5 factorial also have 4 into 3 into 2. So 5 will left. And by common logic also we can see that you need to select one question. And how many ways you can select out of 5 questions is 5. So here 5C1 will come. Five C1 and here and is there, so we will multiply it. And here you need to select two from the 5 questions. So how many ways you can make groups of 2 out of 5? 2, these two, these two, these two, these two, or these two. How many ways is you need to make group? Okay, I'm not saying arrangement, it's a group. So it's 5C2. Again here also 5C2. And here and is there, so it will multiply. Got till here? Now, in similar way, we will do here also. Need to select 2 out of 5. That is the 5C2 ways. Again, applying the same formula. 5C2 and is there, so I will multiply and here 5C1. These are the possible ways for the scenario 1. These are the possible ways for the scenario 2. Okay. Now, in the scenario 3, again 5C2, 5C1, and 5C2. Applying the same formula again and again. In third scenario, 5C3, 5C1, and 5C1. In fifth scenario, 5C1, 5C1, and 5C3. So this is the advanced question, so little endurance is needed here. You need to be patient to get the right answer. Okay, so advanced question require this kind of integration of concept. So when you see here, again and again, I will see that 5C1 is here, 5C2 is here, 5C2 is here, 5C2 is again here, 5C1 is again here. C2, C1, and C3. 3 values are required. So let's find the values of them. Okay. Again and again, why we are needing 5, we are required to find the 5C1, 5C2, and 5C3 many times. So let's find these values. So we will put there. 5C1 is 5, 5C2 is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 upon 2 into 1 into 3 into 2. This is 5 minus 2 factorial. This is 2 factorial and this is 5 factorial. So 3 into 2, 3 into 2 get cancelled and 2 here is gone. 10 is the answer. In similar way, 5C3 is also equals to 10 only. Okay. So these are the values that are going to be used again and again. Okay, 5, 10, and 10. C1 is 5, C2 is 10. C1 is 5, C2 is 10, and C3 is also. Now let's calculate it. Okay. So here it is 5 into 10 into 10. That comes to what? 5 into 10 into 10. That is 500. In bottom case, again, it is 10. C2 is 10. Again, C2 is 10. And C1 is 5. So again, 500. Again, 500. Okay. Again, 500 will come. In third case, you will see, please calculate these values very attentively. Okay. C2 means 10. C1 means 5. Okay. C2 means 10 and C1 means 5 and C2 again. So 10 into 10 into 5. Again 500. Now if you see in the third case, fourth case is this as fourth. 5C3. What is 5C3? It's 10 only. Okay. 5C1, 5 and 5C1, 5. So end is here, so these will get multiplied. What will come here? Again 500. Any doubt till here? So in this manner, again and again, we will receive 500 only everywhere. Okay, you can calculate it. 5C1 again, 5. No, in this scenario, oh, we have done a mistake. 5 into 5. And here, this is 5, C1 is 5, C1 is 5, and here it is 10. So will come 250. Please try to minimize this mistake, because if you are applying the right concept, understanding the question at the final stage, if you are doing the calculation mistake, then it will be very miserable for you. So it is 250. In similar manner, these all will come 250 only. 250 and this is also 250. And this is also comes to be 250 only. Because 5, this is 10, and this is 5, and this is also 5. C1 is 5, 5 into 5 is 25, and in 10 is 250. But if you see that, what to do of these numbers now, sir? What to do this of 500, 500, 500, 250? These are all in OR cases, right? This is a scenario 1, or you can follow the scenario 2. So OR is there, so we will add these steps. OR is here, na? OR is here, OR is here. So we need to add these numbers. I previously also told that add for the mutually exclusive cases. Mutually exclusive are the different ways of doing the same thing only. I need to select 5 questions. I can select in this way or this way or this way or this way. So these are the alternative ways. I will add them. Adding them. adding them and adding them. So 500 is, if you notice, 500 is coming 3 times and 250 is coming 3 times. So I will add both of them. 500 into 3 comes to be 1500 and 250 comes to be 750. Adding both of them, my answer becomes 2250. First option is the correct. 2250. You can see here also, there are total number of 3 sections. Number of questions of each sections are 5. We are revising these questions. There are 3 sections and each contains the 5 questions. Okay. And number of ways in which candidate can choose the questions is this. Like 5C1, 5C1, 5C3, again 5C3, 5C3, or even 5-1. So let's again go through the question and simplify it. Okay. So that is the answer directly given here. It is 2250, which we have got previously also. 2250. So let's first of all retract how we approach this problem. Okay. So first of all, what was there? The 3 sections were given. 3 sections were given with five questions each. Okay. Now what I done that there was a constraint that one question should be selected from each. So I selected one from each. But now I have left with the 2 bonuses questions. So there are many possibilities to distribute this 2 into any sections. Okay, so one, giving 1 here and adding 1 here. So the one possibilities come is 1, 2, 2. That is our first scenario. 1, 2, 2. You can see here 1 from section 1, 2 from section 2, and 2 from the section 3. In similar manner, giving 1 to section 3 and 2 to other sections. In similar manner, giving 1 to section 2 and 2 to other 2 sections. Like you can see scenario 2, 2 from section 1, 2 from section 2, and 1 from section 3. Here 2 from section 1, 1 from section 2, and 2 from section 3. But now I'm saying that I will select both of bonuses question from one section only. So I will say 3 from section 1, 1 from section 2, and 1 from the section 3. So these are all in OR cases. Okay, so I'm writing OR in everywhere, or here selecting 3 from the last section and 1 from the other 2. And here selecting 3 from this middle section and 1 from the other. This six cases are in OR conditions, but never forget to put this AND here, because in sequential task, one task section 1 is completed. Now you need to select 1 from section 2, so you will put AND here. Okay. Now you will find the count. Now you will find the count. Wait for a second. Light issue is there. Sorry for the disruption. Now, never forget to use the AND or OR. Okay. Now you have to find the possibilities. Now you need to find the counts. Okay. To find the counts, you have completed the task of the mutually exclusive and the sequential task, which is to write and OR. Now your next task is to find the ways. Okay. So that is completed by the nCr and the nPr. You will see here that order is not a matter. You will see that you only need to choose. You don't need to arrange those questions. You need to choose and know where order is written. That order matters. nCr will be used. I will also give you the scenario where nPr will be used, but here nCr will be used. So that will clear you, and that will solve your doubts that where the nPRs will be used. Okay, so that is a major confusion. But here, nowhere order is written. You will use the nCr. Now, your task is to choose one from five, 5C1. You need to make groups of two out of five, two group, this one and this one. So, how many ways you can make these groups? That is 5C2 ways. Okay, and here also, in similar way, five questions are there and you need to select sometime one, sometime two, sometime three. So 5C1, 5C2 and 5C3 will be used again and again. So you can see here also that 5C1, 5C2, 5C2, 5C3, 5C2, 5C1. Here you need to select 2, 2, 1. So 5C2, 5C2 and 5C1. Here need to select 2, 1, 1. So 5C2, 5C1 and 5C2. Here 3, 1, 1. So 5C3, 5C1 and 5C1. Okay. So in this manner, you can get, and all these six scenarios are possible. We have discussed previously also, because if you give 4 to 1 and 0 to 1, then that will violate the constraint, that is to give 1, 1, 1 to each first. Then you can utilize the two bonuses anywhere. These six scenarios are possible and these are in OR. And these three steps are in sequence. So these will get multiplied and these will get added. These scenarios will get added and these sequential steps, section 1, section 2, section 3 will get multiplied. We have multiplied again 5C1 into 5C2 into 5C3 because these steps are in sequence. So we will get the answer as 500. Again, here also 5C3 into 5C2 into 5C1. Again, we will multiply all those steps because these are in sequence. Because section 1 is completed. Now you need to select from the section 2 and section 3. You will multiply again. You will get answer as 500. In similar manner, you will get for the all the scenarios, six scenarios. Now, but these six scenarios are in OR condition. So we will add 500 plus 500 plus 500 plus 250 plus 250 plus 250. In that manner, 500 is coming three times. So 500 into 3. 250 is coming three times. So you will multiply 250 into 3. 500 into 3 comes to be 1500 and 250 into 3 comes to 750 and you will add both of them and you will receive the answer as 2250. Okay, so if you got the point, uh, it's very great that you got the understanding of a JEE advanced problem. Okay, because it needs the integration of two concepts like mutually exclusive and the sequential reaction. First of all, we divided this problem into mutually exclusive and the sequential reactions. Like sequential tasks, like we divided like five. I need to select from here, one I need to select from here, two, then two from here. So these are sequential. Now we have again uh, make the sequential task for the second scenario. Second scenario, 2, 2, 1. Third scenario, we have also divided into the sequential task, like 2, then 1, then 1. Scenario 4 also, like 3, 1, 1. So in this way, sequential as well as the mutually exclusive tasks are written in the vertical way. And the please try to write the uh, mutually exclusive task vertically and the sequential tasks horizontally. Okay, so we have write the this and put the multiply sign between them here. And when you go in the horizontal direction, try to multiply those values. When you go from up to down in a vertical way, try to add those values. In this manner, you will get the answer. Okay, like if you're writing the or cases like this or scenario, and here you are writing and, so you can just multiply these values like a b, and if when you receive this value as 1, a1 and a2 as again some value, so add these values then. Okay, you need to multiply in place of the and or in place of or you will add. In this way, you can simplify this problem and try to solve the more questions. As many as questions you will solve, you will get the right path to solve the questions, because in permutation and combination there are many doubts, and as many as problems you will do and you will stuck in some places, the concept will try to uh, the problems will help you to get to the issue where you are facing the problems. You are if you are using NPR in place of NCR, but you are understanding the mutually exclusive into the sequential. So these doubts again and again you will face. You will be able to grasp. You will be able to grasp where to use add and where to use multiply, where to use NCR and where to use NPR. More problems you will do, more you will realize and understand that here I need to use NCR, here I need to use NPR. So one more doubt that comes, the same difference like NCR and NPR. So why do we not use the NPR here? Where we will use the NPR. But if I twist the question a little, like if I twist the question a little, the J advanced question, and they can ask the same question with a little twist. Okay. That's why question reading is important. If you think that if this question comes in the exam and you think that I will do the same way that my teacher told me, that do not work. You need to see if the question is completely same or do it have some difference.